Good morning to my dear teacher. Today I will be giving a presentation on the topic pressure. So what is pressure? Pressure is a measure of how much force is applied over a certain area. This means that the formula of pressure is force over area. Pressure is defined to be the amount of force exerted per area. So to create a large amount of pressure, you can either exert a large force or exert a force over a small area, or you can do both. Effects of pressure in solid and liquid. Solid. Point number 1. Pressure in solids arise only due to the weight of the solid. This means that the greater the weight over an area, the greater the pressure. Point number 2. A solid will exert pressure in the direction of its weight, which is downwards. It's downwards because of the force of gravity pulling the weight towards the earth. Point number 3. Solid pressure is the force over a given area. The force exerted over a small area produces more pressure than a large area. This means that pressure equals force over area. Liquid. Point number 1. Pressure in liquids arises due to both weight and movement of liquid molecules. The faster the molecules, the greater the pressure. Point number 2. A fluid or liquid will exert pressure at all points in every direction. This is because liquid takes the shape of its container. It will act on all sides of the container, so the pressure will exert in all directions. Point number 3. Liquid pressure force by static fluid on an object is always perpendicular to the surface of the object. This means pressure equals hpg, where h is the height of the column, p is the density of the liquid, g is the gravitational field strength. Application of pressure in daily lives. Application 1. When wearing high-heeled shoes, it is much easier to sink in soft ground in comparison to flat ones. This is because in high-heeled shoes, weight is spread over a small area in comparison to flat ones. This results in higher pressure. Application 2. The area of a sharp knife is much less than the area of a blunt one. This means that the total pressure of a sharp knife is more than that of a blunt knife. Hence, a sharp knife cuts things more efficiently than a blunt knife. This applies for objects like scissors, etc. Application 3. When air is sucked out of a drinking straw, the air pressure inside it decreases, and the atmospheric pressure outside forces the liquid to go inside the straw. The pressure is released when the suction stops. How do hydraulic machines work? Hydraulic machines use liquids to produce very large forces. Because liquid is incompressible, the particles in the liquid are effectively touching each other, hence passing on any pressure applied to them. Uses of hydraulic machines. Hydraulic machines can be used in hydraulic jacks, which are made up of two metal pistons connected by a tube of liquid. When the mechanic applies force on the small piston, the large piston will go upwards, lifting the car. Most cars use hydraulic brakes because it's impossible for the driver to produce a force big enough to stop the car. It's important that no air gets into the brake fluid or they will not work properly. A machine called the hydraulic press can produce a force big enough to shape a sheet of metal to make car doors. They are also used to crush cars. Thank you.